And this is supposed to be the most amazing sculpture that I ever done in my life. I wanted to put so much time and so much effort and make so many details. But a lot of things went wrong, and yeah, I'm gonna show you how I made this sculpture using monster clay. Stay until the end. I'm gonna give some tips if you want to work with this material. So let's start. I'm gonna use a wooden base, really a simple one, and I'm gonna use wire and aluminum foil. Over here, even if I'm trying to create first the bust, no, I only want to do a face, I only want to do shoulders and the chest. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna have time to do a full piece. I have a piece of wire that you're gonna see later. This galvanized wire, it's really useful, it's really bendable, not that strong, but for sculpting it's really good. After that, I'm gonna heat up my monster clay. There's many ways to heat up monster clay. I'm just gonna start putting it slowly. If you have been in my channel, you have maybe seen my Black Adams and my Wednesday sculpture, and faces are my faces. I have to say it, I need to practice. That's what I'm doing. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this piece, to practice faces. First step is to try to have the skull, slowly building it, trying not to think how skull looks like, and then just the simple techniques to find the eyes, the nose, and just to try to build this face. And this is a really good tip if you want to create eyes. The easiest thing is to have spheres. You can use beads, or you can create yourself with resin, or even with monster clay, or even better with polymer clay, so they're solid and you can really take advantage of that. Now that will help create eyes so easy. Time to go around to try to fuse everything, to try to give the form with my tool, with my hands. Over here I wanted to create some ears, but I wanted to be not really like an elf, but I wanted something magical. So I kind of went for that look. I can see that kind of turned out like a family member of Spock, but I kind of like to do these ears. No, it was a really good way to just keep learning. I think this was the first time I did some ears in this shape. So I'm really happy, and I'm just continuing with the hair. The hair, there's many ways, and there are easier way than the way I'm doing it. That you put big pieces and you just create lines to kind of represent the hair. But I wanted to be complicated, so I was trying to see what could I do to create the hair. I wanted to do something different that you're gonna see in this sculpture. I wanted to be part of a contest, and I was trying to hurry up. I was trying to do it in one day, which I know was insane. It didn't happen. It was several days. That's why it's taking so long to upload this video. After I was kind of happy about the face, I decided to do the full body. Why not? Let's just do it. And I'm glad I didn't took the wire, because I was able just to fold it and use it as the body. I'm really happy that I took that decision. I was a little bit afraid because I didn't have a lot of monster clay, and I was kind of scared that it will run out, but I just keep going, trying to first just to create the shape, and that's the most important thing. Just try to create the basic shape, even if it is not perfect, even if it is not symmetrical. I don't work really only one part. I just go around and try to look for things, try to make sense of my piece, try to give shape to this woman from the sea. And I wanted to be a warrior. I really don't have idea how the character is gonna be. If you have been in my channel, I just create pieces that it becomes something by itself, but I don't plan ahead. I just know that I wanted a woman octopus, but I didn't have time to try to do a sketch or something. So while I'm doing it, I was thinking of a warrior. That's why I create this kind of helmet that is gonna be like a seashell, to create an armor that I was kind of going the same way. I didn't know how to design it, and I started doing the tentacles just with wires, aluminum foil, and the monster clay. thinking of doing a lot of details and a lot of things over here. I still think that I can maybe make it to the contest, but oh, why did I choose to do a monster with tentacles? That's a lot of work. But I just kept going, and of course I did all my tentacles. I have to say that I didn't have enough to create 8, so I went for 6 and a little bit skinny because I was afraid to run out of the monster clay. So I want to just say, okay, let's do it this way and just keep going. So one thing that happened is that I said I want this to be part of my contest and I'm gonna do it. And for that I needed to stop recording because having the camera, having everything, and trying to worry that you can see and that my head is not on the way, for sure it was making me slow. So I decided just to try to create some details, and then I thought about it and I say it's not gonna be done tonight, so let's just go to sleep. And came back later to create this piece, and I decided that maybe it could be for the contest, but I'm gonna talk about that in another video. Can I just try to do my best if I can? So with a little bit more time, I decided to try to focus on more details. So I'm trying to create this armor because this is gonna be a warrior that I was just thinking that I was gonna have swords and I wanted to do more. I run out of monster clay, and the reality also is that my camera fell again and my lens got destroyed. So I was kind of I don't want to say depressed, but I just didn't want to keep going. I put so much time in so many of my sculptures, and I know I'm not that good yet, but my channel is still really tiny and just losing my lens. I don't know what to say. But the point is that I just keep going and I was able to use, not everything is in the video. I had these tiny tools that I may review in the future, but these ones help me a lot to create details, and they're really useful. So I just keep going, keep trying to make better the face, to try to smooth a little bit. I have to say, monster clay, you can do it, but it does take time to smooth things. I was just trying to make sure that I can give you a video. YouTube is already punishing me for not uploading the videos, I can tell. And I was just trying to go. I added more hair. I was working, the hand was horrible the way I did it, so start making it better. And I have this armor on her hand, and I wanted to work on the tentacle. Like I said, I don't know why I was thinking tentacles are so hard, and more than anything you have to repeat everything so many times. But I went and I tried just with my hands to try to smooth them and try to work. And then one of the things that I wanted to do before I run out of monster clay is to create a lot of weapons. But I decided to go, I don't like it because like really well known that maybe a character like this could be just someone that has magic. There's nothing wrong with that, but I did it. And then I created the magic book that she's learning, or she's maybe a teacher that I just teach. I don't know yet, I haven't decided. I still think how this could be maybe the daughter of Poseidon, or maybe a nymph, or I don't know, a magical creature for sure. So I'm gonna show you how it turned out, and then I'm gonna talk about some tips if you wanna know more about this material. And voila, this is my full piece. You can see how big it is. Let me know what you think. I really love it, even if it doesn't have all the details that I wish. But I'm really happy. And first of all, the first tip that I can tell you, monster clay is a clay that you're supposed to use and then melt it and use it again. So if you really want to keep one of your pieces like this one, I may want to keep it, I don't know yet. But there's several ways. One is to add a lot of things in like kind of painting, but that's gonna be for another video. But this is gonna be, oh, they're here, my nieces, so maybe I'm gonna have to stop. One thing that you have to think if you want really to keep it forever is where you put your armature or how you build it, because what you want to do is to cut every piece. Like over here, we'll cut the tentacles, the arm, and create molds and then replicate with resin. And another tip that I can give you is how to smooth your sculpture. Isopropylic alcohol, just with maybe cotton, or could be something even made out of plastic that you can bend, and that will give you really soft. Over here I didn't really do it that much. Actually, I only softened it with my fingerprints. You can still see some details over here. I mostly did with my tool, but it's not really perfect. But if you want to smooth, just don't press too much. If you press too hard, you're gonna have like a layer on top of the clay, and instead of smooth it, you're gonna have like creases, and it's gonna be bad. Another tip that I can give you is don't overheat it. It's really easy to put in the microwave to have bubbles, and that will separate kind of like the clay and the wax. It's gonna be hard. Clay is gonna break really easy on you, more when you're sculpting. So have that in mind. Don't overheat it. Another tip that I wanted to give you actually is also there's many ways to heat the clay, and if you don't want to overheat it, you can just use a heat gun and just do really pieces. Or what you can do, there's these pots, I don't know how they are called, but that people like to warm meals, and even the small ones for the cheese. And of course, if you use anything from the kitchen, remember never to reuse it again for eating. Just leave it for clay. Or there are people that build boxes that they have just like aluminum foil and just a light bulb, and the clay stay warm almost for as long as the light is on. So that's really useful. I would like to have the space and time to build something like that, because I have to go and put in the microwave many times to be able to create a sculpture this size. So that's a good tip. Another tip that I can give you, well, have in mind that it's clay, hair, more if you have pets, dust, everything is gonna try to get stick into your clay. So if you want to reuse it, you can just melt it completely. Use one of these things, I forgot the name, like a drainer, or not even a word. But the point is that you have this, and you just pour your monster clay, and you have a pot over here, and all the hair and everything stays on there. So you can reuse it, because of course having dust, having hair, it's gonna be annoying in sculpting. And another really good tip, if you want to learn more about monster clay, watch this video, and please comment below. And the most important thing, enjoy art.